Hey, check it out, everybody. This is Phil from New York Rocks. We're rocking here at Santos Party House with no other than Andrew WK. Rocking, man.
Hey, we're rocking and rolling. It's Friday night.
You nailed it. You nailed it, baby.
Yeah, that's very kind of you to say. I don't know what to, I'm blown away. I'm in a state of shock right now. I'm trying to process what just happened. It was our first show, or my first show, singing with Marky, Ramone's Blitzkrieg.
I felt like 1980 something.
Okay, well, if you felt anything, you know, if you felt like you were alive, then I think we did something right. So
I felt like I was watching the Ramones revisited, man. I was like, this is a great show. You did so many songs here tonight.
We did.
You went through so many Ramones classics. Talk about that.
Well, we did do a lot of songs, that's for sure. We did 34 songs, really from every era of the Ramones, and even some covers. We did, you know, like the Motorhead song, Ramones, which is one of my most, I guess, energizing songs to sing. You know, again, you caught me at a weird moment because it was just maybe 20 minutes ago we just got off stage. I am just overwhelmed right now.
Tremendous energy, tremendous, man. I was like, when I heard from Marky, I interviewed Marky and talked with him, and he told me that he's touring with you. I said, man, that's the right guy for the job.
Thank you.
You know, you got all the energy. But tell everybody, you're from Chicago, right? And you came to New York?
Well, the Midwest.
I know your dad was a professor, right?
Yeah, the Midwest, so actually Michigan, which is very near. My wife is from Chicago, but I grew up in Michigan and Southeast, right around Detroit, but you know, it's like 4 hours away. It's all the Midwest. And when I was 18, I moved to New York City and wanted to try to, you know, make something of myself.
Yeah. But you play the piano.
I do. That's the first instrument I learned, and that's sort of what led me into music in general. And if someone had told me I'd ever be singing Ramone songs with Marky Ramone, I probably would have said, you know, you're full of shit and a liar. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
This
is New York Rocks. We'll have to do whatever we want. This is, you know,
well, you're lying, and you know,
you rock. You know.
We're rocking and we're rolling, and we're just, I'm humbled. I'm grateful. I'm flabbergasted. I'm baffled. I'm in a state of bafflement. You know.
How'd you hook up with Marky Ramone there?
A mutual friend of ours named Steve Lewis, who's like a New York nightlife legend. He and I had worked together. He helped actually build Santos Party House with us. He was very supportive. And Marky said, hey, you know, Steve, you have any ideas for a singer for me? And Steve said, what about Andrew WK? And then next thing you know, I had an audition, and Marky and I clicked. It was a good, you know, chemical reaction. He liked my party philosophy, and here we are. Yeah.
But now you live in New York, I heard.
Yes, I live here now for almost 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah, well, not that long, but you know, that's the longest place I've ever lived anywhere. I lived in Michigan for 14 years, and I lived in California for 4 years when I was first born. So I've actually lived longer in New York than anywhere else.
Okay, now you got a couple albums out. You got like 4 albums. Talk about those albums and what projects are you working on besides this tour. We'll talk about the tour, where we're going to go with the tour, but talk about the albums and some of the work that you're going to be doing.
Okay, well, all my work is about partying. That is my life's goal, to be a professional partier, to party all the time. Clearly, working with Marky and playing these Ramone songs, it continues that joyful, celebratory energy. And then other than that, I'm working on a new album and just keep touring the globe and keep trying to experience as much joy as I can and spread as much joy as possible.
Yeah, see, but there's a right way of partying and there's a wrong way, right? And you party the right way.
Well, if you say so.
You gotta follow Andrew WK. If you want to party, you gotta take up on his education.
Take up arms and defend yourself against bad vibes.
All right, very cool. All right, so what work are you working on? You working on any material for yourself? Any solo material? Any new albums?
Yeah, new album, and most of them I'm just working on improving my personality. Yeah. And hopefully someday I'll
personality.
Well, I'm perfecting it. You know, one day I'm gonna be like a real kind guy, and then I'll know that my mom would be proud.
Hey, you know, you gotta be a little crazy in this business. It's rock and roll, you know.
Oh, that's well said. Well said. You as well.
Okay. Now you're gonna be touring. You're doing the world tour with Marky. From here, you're going to play another gig in the area,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're going overseas, man.
We are. And like 3 days from now, we're going to Serbia. I've never been there, let alone played there.
Yeah.
Then we're playing in Russia and a whole bunch of other places around the world. But then we'll be back in New York in October.
Yeah.
So that'll be our follow-up show, and that'll be like kind of a homecoming.
Irving Plaza, right?
That's right.
There
You know
go,
it.
man. Yeah, you're from New York. You got to know where the clubs are, you know?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a great venue, and that's one of the places I first played as the NYRockstv, and it's going to be amazing to play there with Marky and the Blitzkrieg.
Wow, this is really cool.
Thank
All
you.
right, so tell everybody out there, man, they want to find out more about what's going on with you, and they want to find out, log on your website,
Yeah,
Facebook, all that, you know,
Okay, well, it's all...
Twitter things, you know.
Yeah, it was real easy. You know, Andrew WK. That's 2 W's and a K.com. And then, you know, Twitter.com/NYRockstv, YouTube.com/NYRockstv, Facebook.com/NYRockstv, Tumblr.com/NYRockstv, and so on and so forth ad
I got a
infinitum.
question, though. Hey, what's the WK for?
Who knows?
It's not like a name like Winston something.
Kirchhoff. Winston Kirchhoff.
There you go. Winston Kirchhoff on tour with Marky Ramone. They're going to go with the Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, That's it. We're having fun. You know, it's the greatest music in the world, and it's a privilege to play it.
All right, man. Well, thank you very much, man. You rock.
Oh, you rock.
All right, you're watching New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us?
No one.
Nobody. Oh, forget about it.
Hey, forget
You want a fresh one?
Uh,
All right, man.
All right,
Peace out, everybody.